I feel like an it girl in my it curl style today. A beautiful mid-length, full body, full-on curly style. I purchased these styles at Wig Studio One, and so can you. If you go below this video and expand the description box, you can locate a direct product link labeled Find Raquel Welch's It Girl at Wig Studio One. If you click on that link, it'll take you directly to the site where you can check out all of the color options, more detail, pricing. If you have any questions for us about this style or any other, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. So it curl is really an interesting style. I feel like if the editor's pick just grew out just a little bit, you would probably end up with something very similar to it curl. That front piece is about 7.5 inches, but you know what? It's so curly that it's very difficult to discern the exact measurement around the face. Just know that it does very nicely frame the face with that first layer. And then in the back, we're looking at about a 9-inch back or crown piece meeting up with about an 8-inch nape for an overall effect of about 13 to 14 inches, depending on how tightly you're wearing this curl pattern. And it weighs about 3.5 ounces. It feels really lightweight on the head. We're going to talk about density and permatease coming up later in this review. Now, this one's a little bit different in that it features a temple to temple lace front. And then it's open top, sides, and back. I'm hard pressed to find another style in the Raquel Welch family of this length that features this type of cap, but we're lucky to have so many options because as we know, the more hand-tied features, the more monofilament features that are on a wig, the higher the price tag. So this might be more affordable than some of those full monofilament top wig styles. Let's take a look at this lace front. So as I mentioned, they do bring the highlight on this color right up to the root. Now that highlight is a platinum. So you can see a little bit of banding effect there at the front. The seams are well obscured, even though it does not fully extend into the ear tab. Now the level of permatease is very modest, actually, in this wig style. You're going to see the most permatease right there on the top to cover the wefts and afford it some lift at the top. So let's talk about this curl a moment. So again, I just feel like it's been set in hot rollers and then just sort of raked through. You can adjust this level of curl with just using your fingers, or you could take, like I say, a little bit of heat. So you'll see that that back layer about 9.5 inches meets up with about an 8.5-inch nape. And overall, it's about 13 to 14 inches, depending on how much you're stretching it out. But notice how the back layer stops, and then you can actually see the nape layer peeking through below. I think that gives it a really nice look, and it also cuts down on that huge voluminous look that you often see with a really curly wig style like this. The density is just an average density, guys. This is not a high density style. Neither is it a light density. I would call it a nice average density. Okay, so who's ready to move on then to our unboxing? I'll do a side-by-side for you as well when we get into this a little more. So here's our It Curl in RL1222 SS. Okay, this is how it looks right in the box, all those curls. Notice how they package this style to where the curls are really intact, held underneath this net. This is exactly how you should store your curly wigs as well, to maintain that curly look. Because if curls are stretched too much underneath a net, they're gonna lose their shape a little bit. Sometimes you can bring that back with just a squirt of water. But this is what it looks like, okay? It looks like there might be a heavy dose of silicone right from the factory, again, to protect these heat-friendly fibers. And this will dissipate with time. You may squirt a little bit of dry shampoo to sort of dry up some of that, or wash it if it's bothersome to you. But let's take a look at this cap right away before I remove the tags. Okay, this is a part of the Memory Cap 3 series. So you're gonna see silicone based on all of those elastic bindings there for the wefts. This gives a custom-like fit Each time you put it on, it should fit better and better after you've made your adjustments. Now, I would say that this cap does run true to Raquel Welch, which is average to average large. I had to cinch this one in as far as it could go to accommodate my petite average circumference. Okay, so you've got, there's that lace front, and no, it does extend. It extends back into the ear tab, maybe not as much as I'm used to on some of their full monofilament top styles. And perhaps it's not quite as deep as some of those as well, but it's beautifully contoured. It's extended to the point where you're not seeing any visible seams. It has a nice density right there at the front of the lace front. Now here's what I'm talking about. So this is where the lace front meets the open cap, and it starts in really heavy with permatease. When I say heavy, most of the permatease is located right here on the top. Okay, it's really a very modest amount all over. We've got your wefting, a closed velvet lined ear tab, nice sturdy stays there, an extended felted nape with the Velcro style adjusters. Again, I had to take those in on this piece as far as they could go. So I'm going to go ahead here and remove the tags, and then we will apply this one right from the box, and I'll show you how to get some different styles on this. Okay, here it is, right out of the box. Shaded cappuccino. Beautiful, beautiful color. So you saw me pull this one straight from the box. We just kind of fluffed it around, worked on that zigzag part a little bit. This is exactly what you get. So let's go ahead and try here with our glasses. Glasses seem to fit beautifully between the ear and the ear tab on this piece. There's some permatease in the area, but it doesn't seem like it's so much that it would force us into an uncomfortable position on our glasses.